Okay, I'll be missing out for 2 days, but okay, I apologize. I am back with Recon from sleep from Monday to this day. So therefore, we're back at it. So what's going on, Pixelgun gamers? It's Boston right here, back with another video of something within the Pixelgun spectrum, because I've gotten some recon and intel about the new Weeb update. Now I'm just calling it the anime update, but I'd rather call it the Weeb update because a lot of people have been voting for that, and therefore I consider them as weebs. Pretty salty in my mind, but I guess I would rather be friendly and call it the anime update for now. Anyways, in this update, we've gotten to know some things. Now, I would just be talking about the update in this video and actually just do some gameplays and checkouts, the progress, all of that. We need progression, and I might reconsider the Shopping Man series, because for one, getting all these weapons, well, I'm not sure if I have that many left, but I'm gonna still try to collect a lot of silver for when the time comes by, and this will be explained a lot soon. So, in this new update, there are new weapons, there are new anime weapons based on the anime series that people like to watch, all of that stuff. All the weapons are taking the idea from that, but that's not the most interesting parts, because the developers have released some patch notes, and they actually came in detail right here, right in front of you. Yeah, I took a screenshot right down there so you guys can see it. All of the patch notes, it's about weapon balances, fixes. For example, my weapon right here that I use mainly for combo streak is going to have a larger area radius. It's going to have a larger radius, and it's going to have increased damage. I know for a fact, I remember from the patch note, that the Eye of Ra is going to have an increased projectile speed, and the Sock Bomber is going to have increased damage, which I do have. I have it on level 65, so we'll see the power of the Sock Bomber. And the fact that that I heard that the Boom Blaster, was it Boom Blaster? I'm not entirely sure. Was it Boom Blaster or Pew Blaster? That's the Sab Blaster. No, it was the Boom Blaster. So yeah, it said it was going from 35 to 55, but it has gone to 50. So those are the minor changes that has been happening. And also, another thing that have been changed to the Pixelgun 3D in flag capture, you can no longer exploit the fullest potential of a sucker gun. And what do you mean by that? Well, you are actually limited to use your pulling sucker guns. You're limited to use pulling towards targets weapons and portal weapons, and that's because you see that the flag captures is dominated by these players, and it makes an unfair advantage of the players who doesn't have it, although quite a bit of people do have it because of the returns that developers usually like to do. But yet we still have the players who have it, and those who have it, they just want to use it for just navigation and outrunning the players. So what the developers came up with a solution is that whenever you pick up the flag, or when you try to pick up the flag with pulling towards target with a grappler gun or portal gun, you will lose the flag. So what happens, for example, is if you're taking the flag with another weapon and you switch to either a portal weapon or a grappler weapon, you're going to lose the flag, and there's going to be a message saying that you dropped the flag. You dropped the enemy flag. Enemy flag is being dropped. And another thing is they also made it to where you may not be able to pick up after all if you are using a grappler weapon or a portal weapon. And this is to even out the stakes of the players who don't have a grappler nor portal gun, and players who are either one of those kinds of weapon or both. The only portal weapon that we have is the portal gun. Now, why do you might think is the portal gun is a really good weapon for flag capture? Well, it's because you can place one portal at the flag while you grapple towards the other side and actually place a portal down to the other side, and you actually get there relatively fast. But for a portal to deplete, it takes 10 seconds for a portal to deplete. So most likely people are using portal with the sucker gun to actually achieve the portal exploit for the win. Now, this is actually not really exploit, it's just a portal technical naughty games, that you might say, in that coherence right there. So those are the balances that we actually haven't really heard from the developers, because developers are probably doing changes, some minor changes with the weapons that they think they have low enthusiasm or high enthusiasm all of that stuff, and we all know the community themselves, they're not that nice, although people are nice, but not everyone is nice. You get what I mean? Not everyone is nice. And so therefore the changes have been happening. Well, here we get to know that the changes are happening. We get to know every little detail because they posted this note right there that I've been explaining earlier. So with that out of the way, the one good thing that I saw about this, the one thing that I read about the whole entire update patch notes, in which I checked the videos of some people who have Android, because I'm playing on iOS and I don't have an Android device to record myself with, and if I do, well, I just had to try to learn how to record with that Android device, and then after send it to the YouTube, in which I don't know if it's going to be easy or just like try to learn the app like I did with the app that I always used to. But anyways, so the update, so the new note that I just gotten the news about is the black market. So the developers have introduced a black market to the clans, and that can give an exchange between coins, silver, and gems, and you can even exchange all those 3 currencies on another. Yeah, you can exchange them with each other when on the offer section. You can't do it like by will. There's some offers that let you have the opportunity to change this based on the cards that exist. And what I do see, let me just take a picture. No, actually, not take a picture. I will do that in when the update gets out. But basically, you have 8 slots for now, and there's a level up with there's an improvement mark which says level 2, and you can unlock new slots apparently, where you can get newer stuff and broaden your opportunities to get offers. Now, some of the trades cost gems, some of the trades cost coins, and some of the trades cost silver. What I've seen so far out of these samples that every single player have gotten is that you can actually get a mythical craftable weapon for 21 something gems, 2130 gems. No, not gems, but coins. You can get a mythical weapon for 2130 coins. 2100 something coins. I didn't know the 10th number right there, but I knew it was past 2000. And you can get that, mythical weapon, the 250 parts for a mythical weapon, the same amount of parts, for 950 gems. Now, the question is, how have they actually done it for silver? Because if they done it for silver, I pretty much saved up a lot of silver right here. But I purposely saved those silver for getting the Crystal Division weapons, in which they haven't done it. And look at my clan right here. We're actually back on small businesses right here, and people are actually playing a little. They are actually playing just a little bit, but I'm gonna get down into business and actually fight for the clan's glory, and maybe you can take ourselves up to 100,000. It would be fun if we make 200,000 somehow through this clan, but that would be us strategically letting these guys try to get our zones back, but then it's gonna be taking forever and ever to get those zones, so we had to maybe want to play smart if we want to get a lot of silver constantly, because if we take the whole entire battlefield itself, mostly the players will not even bother to take one zone. They just feel so demotivated, which is actually pretty cruel when you think about it. This is the cruel fact that I'll be explaining to you guys, because whenever you take the whole entire zone, most of the clans won't even bother to try to capture the zones, pretty much, unless they are actually still willing to fight, even though there are a lot of time you need to spend onto that thing. So yeah, that's all the patch notes. Yes, and I said you can get weapons, and not just mythical weapons, you can get legendary weapons, you can even get them epic graded weapons and other weapons. I also seen that you can actually get the remaining arsenal weapons, you can actually get the remaining armory weapons, and that's what can change. That's what might change with this Shopping Man series right here, is maybe I won't consider to do that much purchase for guns, because when I just buy new guns, they're just there for my useless collection, and I can even use them for example, whenever the developers are upgrade new guns, like upgrade any gun, I can basically go back to these weaker weapons that I have. I can even just scroll up here and say, oh, I want to level up this pencil drawer, so just do it for a cheaper rate, instead of actually just going up here and actually figure out, okay, this one's level 65, so the only upgrade I get here is like improved quality. Well, if they, I think they did it so that they can detect hackers as well in this manner, because think about it, they added this challenge so that if people don't really do this challenge, they might be a subject for account reset or something. I'm not entirely sure, unless you like provide evidence on the web like a YouTuber. So I feel like it's pretty cruel in this matter of fact as well, when I'm talking about it, that regular players who seemingly have to have everything upgraded, which is probably one of the most impossible things you can ever have in the Pixel Gun 3D, getting everything by yourself. Now, here's the thing. I am on my way to 600 weapons, so I actually started from getting reset. I've been telling you so many times, I've been getting reset from square one, here now. Still here now. I collected over 500 weapons, and it's still going. I'm still adding up weapons from a useless collection when the developers are adding new battle passes. The issue though with when they add new weapons is those weapons are probably legendary or mythical. They haven't even considered adding any new epic or rare weapons, so that the stakes of people who actually were supposed to grow from rare weapons, where let's say they need actually rare weapons to actually try to fight and get better weapons. So just during clan businesses, you get the clan mythical weapons and actually fight with those to broaden their availability in the gallery. Yeah, you get what I mean? If people are actually ambitious to collect stuff, and they see they have a limited variety of rare guns, it may not make a good atmosphere for them for the armory. Of course, maybe the developers have added going to expand the armory. Now, I said before that they are going to do in the next update, but that was just completely false. That was just completely out of the town speaking right there. But now we know it, and there might be happening, but I don't think it's going to happen now. It might happen much later. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, so that's all they covered out. So that's what's going to be affecting my whole entire economy systems. Clans 2.0, I'm pretty okay. I'm pretty satisfied with what's happening right now. We need 1k value. If you want to join my clan, which is already 7 more spots left before we need 7 more members before we can get up on full members right now. And there's 8 of us being online. So hopefully 8 of us are actually trying to do something just a little bit, maybe half 1,000 every day, or actually participate in monster sieges or clan wars. I'm not sure that much, but we have 1 hour and 40 minutes from this video that you're watching for us to do monster siege. So probably you've seen us doing the monster siege. And anyways, if you want to join our clan, I will provide the clan ID down in the description, and also gotta tell it in the Discord as well. Anyways, yeah, about the clans, there's another thing that the developers have added into the clan. Now you can select specific regions, because you might just get a mix of people from every corner in the world, so you may not get as well communication with them. Well, you aren't going to really get it anyways, because you are living in one place. You are going to have a hard time with a guy who's sitting like 9 hours behind you, or even a guy who's like sitting 9 hours ahead of you. So those are like the time differences that we have in the world that's causing this issue when the developers are running clan war like this one. And one of the most controversial things I have to say about selecting a specific region is that you will only be able to communicate with people from that region. Yes, but they have clan wars at 2 time zones that were actually set for both of the worlds to actually get onto the clan war, actually go into a clan war on a practical time. So whenever we, in for example the European servers, are having clan war, the time zone won't really be practical for people who are living in this other side of the world. Maybe they have to rest, or maybe they have to do something else, bedtime, just resting, sleeping, all of that stuff. Therefore, they have 2 time zones. So I'm not entirely sure if it was actually really convenient to pick up specific times, specific zones, regions for your own clan. Of course, this puts up a restriction, but I'm not sure if it will affect that much, other than if you're like in Europe, then you will get suggested the Future Impact, because Future Impact is, for example, in Europe. But for that matter, I may want to switch region, if that can work, because I still want to include people who are living in the other side of the world, and if I can talk to them during my almost resting times, then I will so that they can maybe try to cooperate and do the wars while we are already asleep in the other side of the world. So we actually need this kind of communication so that we can actually go really well with the clan business. Alright, that's probably a new record title of me mumbling, and there's not really that much to say about the update itself other than we have to wait for the battle pass and the fact that we have the mystic fruit sets that we can collect down here, so that's really cool. Well, really cool if you want a second chance to get it back. And Chicken Lottery is gonna end pretty soon, so we gotta get a new returning lottery. I still didn't get not destruction, but the quadruple death. I'll be opening some winner chests that I've gotten from my wins right here, and even re-obtain some of the season 1 items, as well as an OG weapon, I think, carrot sword, and not Easter bazooka. I have not gotten that yet, but look at the freaking winner chests. I actually gotten some gems back from there, so therefore I try to back myself up with the gems economy down there, so that's pretty cool. Alright, I don't think I have that any much to say. Maybe I'll just roll a battle royale run to practice, because they actually have added new battle royale arsenal, and oh my, I'm not a big fan of that, if I were to be honest with that. Oh my, no. They added sucker guns, they added grappler guns, and they added eraser. They actually brought back my old best friend, the royal revolver. I'm not sure if they've done the same with the rest of the royal weapons, the royal set weapons that used to be there, because that would actually be okay, because they were adding those into battle royale. But what I actually would want is, because they added the battle royale as a separate genre that is included in Pixel 3D, I don't feel like any weapons that are existing from the game should be in the battle royale. I feel like they should actually just work on making weapons that you can only play exclusively in battle royale. You may say they've kind of done it in Camping World before, but with the Lost Network, but we just got it, and the set name was right there, so therefore I was talking about that name. But if the battle royale would give a sense of its own character, its own mode, because any other mode it's pretty much okay, because they're part of the Pixel 3D available modes that you can be playing and have fun with. But battle royale mode is a pretty different. You don't say that it was a different game, but it has a different character. So I feel like it would be rather fun to see unique weapons that you can only play exclusively in the battle royale, and you can't obtain them anywhere else, and that they can expand the amount of battle royale exclusive weapons, so that people can have fun and actually pick the real themselves right there. Of course, you might be thinking, well, that's just not going to make that much difference, because the same mechanics is going to be there, but at least it gives itself its own game character and build, rather than actually implementing just a random weapon from the craftable section. That might for me look like pretty lame, to be honest. Alright, other than that, let's just hop into one and see how well we go. Yeah, you might feel like, oh, it's silly that Boss Martin plays battle royale again, but seriously, just to say goodbye to the weapons that we already be using, and the fact that now we're actually going to be using a new setup of weapons that's going to be looking even more. Oh wow, I have the carrots. Oh, I didn't even change it. God dang it. Well, it looks like I would be flying with carrots right now, because I was already collecting the whole entire battle pass with like 5 days left. So it's not that much to bother for me that I have these flying carrots. At least I can get to see it on effect, but not my favorite effect. My favorite effect overall has always been the Storm Tread, because it actually fits with my own character that I mainly use in an everyday basis. So in that matter of fact, and I'm even using the season 1 shovel because I just got it from the lottery, bruh. Okay, let's just take it okay right there. Not A-okay, just okay. We're just gonna get some gadgets. Now the healing gadget, I wouldn't really like to use that much at this point. Maybe my teammates would like to have it. I don't really want to use it myself, because it only heals 10. Usually that gadget is actually a lifesaver back in the days, but now it's not really, because it only heals 10. Back then, when I said it was a lifesaver, it was because it would fully heal your health, and that was actually really convenient for a battle royale game where you might mercilessly get attacked by 4 people, and that would be completely them try to attempt to turn you to switch cheese. So you don't want that to happen, so therefore the medkit was really good to have back in the early days of the gadgets, but now it's not really. So I was not really that happy with it. Okay, wabbit. Looks like I gotta be hunting some wabbits here. I'm not gonna throw a nuke. I want to save my nuke to just be a little bug to people. At least you died. At least I can borrow your car. Because that car is mine right now. I just gotta drive backwards and look like a pro drifter. Look at me, look at me. Hey, okay, not that perfect, but it went in right there. So I might want to pick up my teammates and actually gather them together. They're really close to the school area, so I might as well get there to the scene. Oh, we actually got a guy. Nice. Hey, want some of these? You got shot dead now. Goodbye, fella. Alright, I want to see what we have right here. Oh, leader strum. So leader strum is pretty okay. If I want to say myself, leader strum is pretty okay to use, so I can increase my allies' damage because I have allies. But I want to check out the school first to see where we have the stuff. Anyone home? Anyone still learning in the quarantine times? Yeah, like now when I go to this area right here and I have freaking okay, that's like a speaking Japanese. So when I just get in here, yeah, kind of gives me that image of the whole entire world school system being in quarantine right now. So I feel like this is a really accurate representation. Like you see it topple tables, not really topple tables. They're probably standing still and great, and then people are still working with what they're supposed to do. But what the area looks like completely deserted. Well, if in the atmospherically speaking, it is pretty deserted. Another Goldie? Man, how many do I notice so far? Alright, I might have seen like 3 or 4 in like, for example, Seaport or something, but oh, quite unusual. And I'm gonna replace you because Hedgehog's pretty neat, but I feel like the giant rocket of explosion nuke lookalike is really neat. Alright, so I see my teammate going over there. She's been wounded, and also my fella right here who's also been critically wounded. He's already knocked down, and that's 2 or 4 teammates down in my team. Yeah, I've seen that strange looking name, so maybe want to take that guy out. Let me see where that guy is. I have my stuff though, but I don't have like an overseer that can even add up more damage to that sucker. Alright, my team is following from behind. She's covering from behind, so at least that's good. Wait, I'm trying to listen up right here. I think I heard some footsteps. Let me see. And also, don't go up to the fans, because apparently the fans is going to kill you. Now, talking about the fans that are in the crash site, because I tried to jump on one of those, and oh my, that killed me. Wait, no, wait, are you... Oh, wait, I gotta get a better point of view. Hold on, I just gotta fire one more. Nah, man, I have to get it to a practical distance on this guy. If I want to use it. Oh, yeah, sure. Sure, my dude. Don't underestimate my little aim down there, man. You really shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Oh my god, man. Taking so many of these chances eventually is just gonna ruin my opportunity to win. Ah, booba. Oh, are you serious? Oh, man. Hey, okay, freak. You took my stuff. Deserted again. Yeah, I saw some players down over there, but they weren't really bothered to try to take us out. Well, for a weird word that was booba, but like, bro, okay. That just came out of my mouth, but it didn't really matter that much. Okay. Yeah, they probably went this way. Let me just get to the safe zone. Man, I thought they were just going to bother and actually made me talk a little bit, but no. They weren't that bothered. At least we could just pick up the armor and actually get that armor in use. Oh, there you are. Well. Oh no, there are actually 4 people. Oh, help me, dude. Help me. I'm getting knocked down. Oh my god, this is why I don't really like Battle Royale. Like, for two of us is already dead, and this guy's like literally about to die, and there we go. We're literally dead. No, I'm really a fan of Battle Royale because the people could just team out and not get total casual. And the casual style, man, I've been doing that myself, but I'm not really a fan of that anymore. So therefore, those people who are really liking to play really casually, they may have the advantage, but still, for people who have experience, they know stuff, they just end up in this silly looking situations. Well, especially in teams, you might not really see it that much in solos where two people go for you. Like, that sounds like they're cross teaming. But anyways, put that mind aside and actually say goodbye to the old loadout and see how well the new loadout's gonna perform when the update gets by. I hope you guys did enjoy. And if you did, be sure to hit the like button. And hey, if you're new and enjoy my overall content, be sure to hit the red subscribe button that we're all familiar with to become a part of the Boston modded community, and where we play fun games like this one and other games that are just going to be uploading real soon. I have a another big video coming by in the weekends, but now I just have to compensate up for the days that I lost again down here. So therefore, you have to think about it. Alright, catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.